Hey, welcome back to another part of PaiPlays Pikmin 1. During day 9, I did a fantastic job getting 3 parts in a day, and I was actually on my way to getting a 4th, but a bull bear got in the way and I wasn't able to retrieve it in time. So yeah, I just need 3 more parts to complete the distant spring. I think that would have taken me, this is the 4th day here, which usually it takes me like 5 or even 6 sometimes, so I'm pretty good track record here for myself. At least on the Switch version. Okay, so I don't need yellows anymore. I simply just need blues to retrieve the rest of the parts that are like in water and stuff like that. Because, you know, the distant spring is pretty much the blues' area. You know, it's their territory, if you couldn't tell from all the episodes of me being here. Okay, they reset the location of that guy. The Bulber was like in the middle right here, so it was like kind of impossible to get things across because they would touch it. Yeah, there's the Ionium Jet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, wait. I wanted to walk faster just in case they do touch the, you know. Let me see. Just in case they touch the bulb. Okay, yeah, they go through the water. Thank you. That's probably what I should have done. I should have just had them carry. Okay, so next is... I left the part over here. Right here. If you... this is... At last! Look at that. He barely says, like, that exclamation. At last, my pilot seat. Once I get this installed, my cockpit will finally be back in order. Soon my ship will be starting to look more and more like the dolphin of old. Ah, the memories. Oh man, look how comfy this thing looks. Honestly, I would love that, like, for my seat that I'm in right now. Picturing this in the cockpit, images of me lifting off into space begin to fill my taxed brain. It fills me with inspiration once again. And I need that, like, where a seat motivates me that much. Alright, there's the second Ionium Jet on the other side there. Yeah, we saw that. Okay. That's all good. They're gonna be bringing that back. Now, what I'm about to do, this, I think I explained it a little bit last time, but this part here is like probably the most hated section for Pikmin veterans probably know what this section entails. As you can see, it's kind of annoying where you have to, like, it's a puzzle where you have to throw blue Pikmin, I just have these in the side here, to this platform, and these are candy pop buds. Candy pop buds, pretty much, you throw a Pikmin inside of it, and whatever color the flower is, they'll come out as that. I know that sounds horrifying. I know, it's the death sound. I don't know why they decided to use the death sound. It actually terrified me as a kid, by the way. But yeah, you throw them in a Pikmin into the candy pop bud and they come out that color. So yeah, you gotta... It's like the only time that this candy pop bud thing, it's like mandatory. Like, I think there were some in the Forest Naval, but you don't necessarily need to use them. Alright, we got the seat. It's so weird. You see where the seat would be, where the wheel and stuff are? Why does the pilot seat not pop up? Like as an object that appears on the ship. It's so weird. But oh well. Okay, and then we gotta throw them over here. Honestly, with the faster throwing speed in the Switch version, it kind of trivializes this, like, because the throwing speed isn't as fast and intuitive in the Wii and GameCube version, so it takes a bit more time than it looks right here. So that's kind of another reason why I just prefer the Switch version overall. It makes things so much more convenient to play. I found the Chronos reactor. Using strange new technology, this machine is able to warp the space-time continuum and turn it into energy. I am constantly amazed at how many mysteries are locked inside the parts of my ship. Don't we all? Like, how in the world? He bends space-time reality and turns it into energy. That's crazy. This reactor charges permutations in the space-time continuum into pure energy. Basically, it's like a rubber band. So, like, you stretch it out, and then when you let it go, it's like kinetic energy, I guess. Oh, wow. Oh, I wasn't paying attention because I was talking. Get over here. Get over here. Okay, that was real dumb of me. I'm sorry you all have to witness that. I was so in the mood of talking about the Chronos reactor. I was paying attention. Y'all didn't see that. Only Olimar saw that horrific act, and he is judging me super silently right now. He is probably giving me that disappointed shake of his head. Okay, I only brought 20 with me because it takes 20 to carry. But I left some extra over there to have, you know, some extra carrying. Yeah, it's not that bad. On the Switch, it honestly kind of trivializes it because of how quick and nimble the Pikmin are here compared to like in the previous versions. And yeah, I think this is the last piece here. We would be done with the Distant Spring. And not even the halfway through the day here. Okay, now I gotta be careful here because if they don't decide to walk through the water, it could spell trouble for me, so I gotta be careful here. Okay, they're gonna take a while to get here. Let me grab some more reinforcements. You know, to lighten the load. You know, you always want to be as helpful as possible to your fellow Pikmans. They are gonna walk through the water. Thank you, blue Pikmin, and thank you, random puddle of water here. I don't have to deal with that thing. Ha. All right. All right. Really cool, really cool. I think this thing goes in the bottom of the ship here, the Chronos reactor. It goes along with the engine because, you know, that's where the energy gets outputted. You know, it makes sense. It's still so funny that these comically large ship parts get turned so tiny when the ship absorbs them back. Yeah, like a rubber band. 7 more parts. Alright. Now let's go ahead and... Yeah! Hey! We're done. Let's go ahead and check. Yeah, look at that. But is it? I say with a sly grin on my face that you can't see. I'm going to take out 10 reds. Actually, wait, I need 1 blue. Now, I think it was in part either 7 or 8. I walked by this mysterious egg here. For those that do know, you know what's about to happen. For those that don't, you're about to find out. So, what is this thing anyway? Let's find out. Come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, so this is probably the most infamous thing in the entire first game. This thing is really spooky. It freaked me out as a kid. This is a smoky frog. So you can see it's some kind of like decaying, glowing frog-looking thing. And what's scary about this thing is that it's pretty much the opposite of Pikmin. Like, you know, Pikmin are like plant life. Like, they are the essence of this planet, right? Like, they represent that, but this thing represents the opposite, death. Like, that creepy looking like a thing behind it, the clouds, dark clouds, if any Pikmin touch that, it's instant death. So I gotta be real careful here. You can cheese it. Okay, it likes to stand underneath the onions because in case any like get sprouted. Because that shockwave that it did earlier, it's able to pluck Pikmin, by the way. So yeah, it's not only Olimar that's able to do that. This thing can do it too, and that's very freaky. So if you have Pikmin planted down at that moment, they're history. And that should be it. Wow, the last time I did this, I got a little creamed. I was using like, I think a couple of red Pikmin, and I think like 4 or 5 died. That was in my last file. Okay, so it drops this thing. I'm sorry for making that look so trivial, by the way. I promise you it's very frightening. But, okay, so, yeah, this drops this pearl, and, let me go to him. Wait, I should probably do this. Okay, let's go ahead and... I think the yellows have the least, right? I remember they only have 80 something while the others have like 200 or 100 plus. Alright, so if we take this pearl from the mysterious smoky prog, something special is about to happen. No wait, not the reds. What am I doing? Actually, hold on. I want to showcase it. Actually, because I have plenty of time. Oh, it's so satisfying. Yeah, so if you defeat the Smoky Prog, you get this beautiful amount of Pikmin. Like, look at this, it's so pretty. It's a sight to behold. So yeah, I guess I gotta start plugging. Yeah, it gives you 100 Pikmin. So even if you like lose a big amount, trust me, I think first time players will probably have like a bit of a tough time, I would imagine, with this thing. But yeah, you can recuperate all the Pikmin you probably will end up losing. Like I said before, as a kid, that thing freaked me out because again, I had this game as like a very little kid, and you can imagine something spooky like that, like all ghastly, ghostly, like instantly kills Pikmin with its like smoke and stuff. It could terrify any kid, honestly. But that's what I loved about this game, because it has this kind of like mysterious, you know, weird stuff that it's just so unique to to this series. I don't know. This is taking quite a while. Yeah, this is pretty awkward, huh? But yeah, with the Smoky Prog, you have to, that egg stays there until the 15th day. I should probably flower these while I'm talking. Yeah, so you have to flower, I mean, not flower, you have to, like, you have to try to fight it before the 15th day, because if you don't, the egg will disappear and you won't be able to. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like locked away to a, you know, to like a certain number of days, and it is a little BS, but it also kind of makes sense, I guess. It's like a neat challenge. It's basically, the game is basically telling you, oh, wonder if you can make it this far at this amount of time. You know, it's like a good challenge, and you'll face a pretty, you know, scary challenge. There's actually another instance of a certain secret boss like enemy appearing in a different area, but we'll get to that much later. Actually, I think it might be the last thing we'll do. Sorry about that, my dog was barking up. Hey, I'm glad I got this new mic that I've been using because I can just tap the top and it literally just mutes automatically. It's so lovely. I could have ended the day honestly, but I don't know, I kinda just wanted to chill out. Kinda just explain some things and chill. Alright. If I finish early again, I will be sure to end the day early and I'll like try to do something else on top of that. Alright. You know what? If you stayed around long enough and you didn't tune out of the video, you're about to witness the epic battle. Me versus the bull bear. Look at that huge thing. Come on. I can barely hit it, bro. Olimar's Olimar's hurt box, I think that's what it's called, the hurt box, is so tiny. Oh, I could barely dent its health. Oops, I skipped that. 10 days' impact. Hope has begun to well up within me for the dolphin's repair and my own chances for a reunion with my dear family. Tomorrow I shall go forth with a new attitude and continue my exploration in a different region. I hope that fortune will smile upon me. Don't worry, Captain Olimar. I will be sure to reunite you with your family. Alright. Got 100 Pikmin sprouted. Look at that. Only 8 chip parts remaining and we have 20 days and we 100%ed this spring. And these past 2 days have been wonderful for this Let's Play. Alright, so on day 11, we are going to be heading back towards the Forest Navel to 100%ing that area, so tune into that. Until next time, bye.